Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We're filming at Rubens Contemporary Furniture. This is downtown Madison on Wilson Street. We love being here, and not only is it beautiful inside, but it's beautiful outside. We have a lake view, and I mean, where else can you shop for furniture? Have these big windows and look right out at the lake as well.
And for people that didn't know, there is a parking lot behind Rubens. I did not know that for downtown. I always thought you had to find a parking ramp, but there is a parking lot. So
that's huge for downtown.
And it's free.
And
so.
it's free.
So you don't have to worry about how you're going to get your furniture into your vehicle. It's all right there.
Oh, I love that. That's really unique for a downtown store, so take full advantage.
Otherwise, there's the Whitney location, so.
Right. They also have free parking there.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to be
I'm all
talking
about parking. So go ahead, sir.
with Rubens here. We'll be talking about sleeper sofas, and I've learned something new, that the sleeper sofas come a long way. So we'll check in with one of their designers here and learn about those later.
and we also have Cosmic Delights coming on the show today, showing us some oils and incense and some stones.
It's such an interesting store. It's over on Atwood Avenue, over by Monty's Blue Plate Diner and the Barrymore. So if you're ever in that area, stop by. Always interesting. I mean, they have different classes and events you can get into, and check out their Facebook page. It's really interesting.
So speaking of cosmic things, I brought a little something to ask you ladies. So I was looking at O Magazine, this is Oprah's website, and they've got the Zodiac diet, just for fun. They said what kind of diet should you be on based on your sign. So,
Sure, hit me.
Janet, okay, you are a Capricorn?
I am. I'm a Capricorn.
It says here that since you are tender and quietly driven, you will like a systemized diet and fitness plan favoring gentle exercise like yoga, Pilates, and bands to counter your tendencies to stiffen under pressure.
That makes sense.
Do I look stiff?
You don't, but you actually teach, is it yoga?
I do. I do teach yoga, but I also lift weights and do spinning and all those other things. But yes, I teach yoga, and just teaching yoga itself is a meditative process for me. I definitely feel calmer and grounded when I'm in that role and in that room. So interesting. Well, that sounds like me
So
mostly
that
there.
fits. And
I'm
Michelle, Gemini. Here's our Gemini. Now it says you have innate distractibility and a near hysterical nervous system, so you burn calories way fast.
High energy, a little nervous. That makes sense.
Well, hey, it's a perk. You get to burn a few calories.
You can't even tell I'm nervous.
No, it just looks like excitement. So it says you should graze daily on half a dozen small, varied mealettes that you can pick at while you're doing tons of other things.
Perfect. I can handle that.
No, Stacy, don't think you can get away without.
Oh,
Yours.
me?
Bring it, girl.
Well, mine doesn't, I don't think it really sounds like me. I'm a Libra. It says, I'm so flipping wishy-washy, which this is not the truth for me.
not at all.
No. But it says that I should stay on track with a balanced, middle-of-the-road eating plan, which is probably the best way to,
Now that
easiest way
sounds
to
like
live
you.
your life. Yeah. So that's that. Check out Oprah's website if you want to see where you rank on that.
Oh, that was fun, Stacy. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Well, speaking of personal care, we'll be chatting with the Blow Dry Style Lounge as well. Now, this is kind of cool. You know that they have all sorts of services there, but they're starting something new where they'll be offering classes. They're for the general public, as well as some of you folks out there that need the continuing education. Do you have a favorite do-it-yourself makeup or hair thing, Stace?
You know, skincare I'm super into. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of or used salicylic acid.
Yeah.
And I really, have you used it or heard of it?
I've used it in other products. You just buy it individually?
Yeah, you can buy it like in a lotion or anything, and it, I think, is kind of a miracle product because it exfoliates, so you've got to check that box. It clears your pores, so if you use any kind of like acne products or anything like that, it's excellent for that. And it's also got anti-inflammatory properties too. So if you've got like a sore, like if you get like a bug bite or something, it can really calm it and soothe it and really take the swelling down. So I find that that's kind of a miracle. It has a scary name, but it's really good product.
We're going to have to head to Blow Dry Style Lounge. Anyway, we'll get some do-it-yourself ideas from some of their classes, and we'll be chatting with them next. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, stay tuned. We'll be right back. welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at Rubens Furniture Store. It's downtown Madison, and we're sitting on one of these great sleeper sofas. Now, this isn't your grandma's sleeper sofa anymore. These things have really changed. We're going to learn more about that a little bit later. But right now, it wouldn't be Girl Talk if we didn't talk about beauty and all that good stuff associated with that. With us, we have Sasha and Maria from the Blow Dry Style Lounge. And do-it-yourselfers, you'll want to listen up. Sasha, tell us what's new right now at the Blow Dry Style Lounge.
Oh, definitely. Well, you know, a lot of people come in and they know that we're the one-stop shop, and it's nice to come in and say, hey, I want my makeup done, and a lot of people go, well, I don't really know how to do it, and you know, so we don't have necessarily time to instruct. So we offer private lessons and things like that, but we have such a large space, and this year, you know, my goal was to educate, and the biggest thing about that is not only us as professionals, but we get an education and we use it and we capitalize off of it for ourselves, obviously, with makeup, hair, nails, and such. But the biggest goal was having clients that come in and understand, you know, I want to do my own lashes, or I want to learn how to apply makeup, or how can I do updos and stuff like that. So there's some that we're offering now, like educational classes. So Moroccan Oil's coming in, and licensed professionals can come to our salon, no matter where they work or where they come from, and actually have those opportunities with us, because we are a Moroccan Oil, you know, blow dry bar basically. So, and also too, Maria is an educator and an instructor, and you know, we've been coming into lashes, that's new with us, you know, and also with eyebrow threading and all these new techniques, because we want to cover all the bases, and a lot of people are always interested and want to know more. So that's what we're starting to offer now, is classes for people to come in.
And there are many bases to cover when it comes to beauty. It's so hard being a
right,
girl.
we could go all day.
Now you kind of explained why you're starting the classes already. You know, people want to come in and learn how to do it. Do I have to be licensed to come in?
Well, certain classes, you know, you would be, because only professionals can actually do that, and other people.
Sure.
But, you know, makeup classes and things with hair that we're just showing you how to, you know, work with your hair. We're educating you on product knowledge. We're educating you on hair types and, you know, what's best for you and your look. And giving those classes to people for the public is just something nice to offer, so that, you know, you had a blowout. How can I do it at home? You know what I mean? How can I elongate the look?
Right, and when are these classes?
Well, our first class actually is March 28th. We're offering a lash extension class, and so, you know, and it's pretty much, that one's already kind of in the works, you know, but that is one of our first classes, and we have a new website that's actually in construction, so you'll actually be able to go to our website, and we will actually post those dates, and then you just call the salon and reserve that time or space. Licensed professionals will make sure that's posted, if that's only, you know, for them, and then open for the public will be for others.
So let's recap these classes. I heard you say updos.
Yes.
Which is great. Well, summer coming too.
Exactly.
Right? Makeup.
Correct.
Lashes.
Yes.
What else? Eyebrow threading.
Eyebrow threading is
We're gonna
definitely
talk
a
about
class.
that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get into more, because that's a specialty that actually Maria does. So a little bit knowledge will come from her.
What is eyebrow threading?
So basically, eyebrow threading is a very more natural form of, you know, taking care of your brows, and it's with thread. And this is like a centuries-long thing that they've been doing in India, in Saudi Arabia, and those places. So it's really nice, you know, it's non-invasive, no chemicals being used, it's more organic, like I said, and it's really good for people who are on acne medication. So, you know, a lot of the times doctors tell them to not use any type of chemicals or any waxing on their face. So it's really good for those type of people.
Now people aren't doing this themselves, are they? They're going in and getting this done?
You can.
Really?
That's you know, it's doable, because I do it myself.
Wow.
But it's better to have someone else do it. Sure. You have that,
Yeah, I'd be
you
afraid
know.
to do that.
Have you ever had this done, Michelle?
No, I've seen it done a little bit, like in the mall,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm definitely interested
It's
in
really
learning more
cool.
How
about
is
that.
it different from tweezing? That's where I'm getting stuck.
Okay, well, with tweezing, sometimes you can take more out than
This
you-
is very
and
precise.
This is very precise, because someone else is doing it for
Right.
you.
No, that makes
As where,
sense.
you know, you have a mirror in the front, and sometimes you can't see, and then when you pull back the mirror, you're like, oh crap, you know, I pulled out too much.
So say you go to get it done, how long does it take?
It takes anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes, just
Oh, that's
depending.
pretty quick.
But with me, it takes about 15 minutes because I'm very picky.
Well, that's good. You don't want to walk away with, you know, we're not, yeah.
Well, speaking of time and how long it takes, we are out of time for today. But thank you for coming in. So if you're interested in some of these do-it-yourself classes, whether you're a general public learning or maybe you need some continuing education for your field, check out the Blow Dry Style Lounge, check out their website to learn more, and be sure to reserve a spot. We'll be right back learning more here on Girl Talk.
And welcome back to Girl Talk. With us now is Andrew Fry with Cosmic Delights. Welcome, Andrew. I'm so excited to hear about what you have to talk about today. You've got some great stuff. So first, we're talking about your incense and oils. What have you got to show us today?
Sure. Well, today I brought a particular scent along. The scent I brought along is Nag Champa. Nag Champa is, the blue box Nag Champa is probably the most, one that most people are familiar with. It was manufactured starting in 1964. Wow. The Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan were the ones that kind of helped bring it to the United States.
Oh, that's fun trivia.
Yes. It's the most popular hand-rolled incense in the world. It's made with oils and resins and herbs and flowers and spices. And just has a very familiar scent. If you haven't smelled it before, I would be surprised.
It's definitely a familiar scent. Yeah.
And of course, Nag Champa comes in a bunch of different varieties, as well as different products. You know, we have lotions, as well as massage oils, and different perfume oils too.
Wouldn't you guys agree?
It's a soft scent, isn't it? It's just soft, and it feels
Relaxing.
Yeah, it does.
It has a hint
like a warm pillow.
Yeah. I think I want to give it the description of powdery.
Powdery.
Yeah.
A powdery.
Similar to the store when you walk
and
in,
warm,
right?
yeah.
That's the smell. Mm-hmm. So I see you also brought stones in for us to explore.
Yes. So the stone I brought today is called Indigo Gabbro. Indigo Gabbro is a relatively recently mined stone from Madagascar and also a few places in Alaska. It gets the name because it is comprised of a bunch of different minerals, and the indigo is where it gets the color, the purples, and it has the blacks and stuff. It's a bunch of different minerals, so I can't list them all off. But it's a stone of spiritual understanding. It's a very high power stone, and very protective, and as you can see, very beautiful and comes in many different formats.
So I had asked you one other time, how do you use these stones to gain the I don't know, the advantages and benefits that they have to offer?
Well, one of the most popular ways is just to either carry them on your body, or you can meditate with them. This one in particular is a good one. It is a spiritual stone. It helps connect the spiritual realms with the earthly realms, and it's good for channeling and Reiki and all those energy medicine type things.
Helping to ground you, I would imagine.
Certainly.
It sure feels nice, if nothing more. These are so smooth.
When you meditate with that, is there like a certain sound that you make? I know a lot of times there is.
I guess that's personal preference if you do that. You know, a lot of people do Om, but that's not necessarily a universal thing.
So no definite like arm, you know, sometimes
Once
there's
again,
certain
that's up to
things,
personal
it's up to you.
So I did notice your necklaces over here. Is this
Jewelry. We're always noticing jewelry.
Imagine that.
They're made of pine cones, so that's pretty
Oh, I
awesome.
missed that. Really?
Yeah, no,
and
look
you're
at them,
wearing
they're
one
really
as
neat.
well.
So these are third eye pine cones. They're made from the knobcone pine cone from the Santa Cruz Mountains. They take one and only one slice from each pine cone, and then they return the other parts to the forest so that they can germinate and reform more trees. They have a promise with with this jewelry that you buy a cone, you plant a tree. As you can see, they're embellished. I wear a plain one, but you can put different cabochons on them, and they also put grids and other inlays. So grids. So this is a grid. So it's got different stones around the center stone, and that creates a grid.
Okay. And those aren't like the colors of the chakras or anything like that?
This one is, yes.
Oh, okay.
That one is the chakras, and it's got aquamarine in the middle. This one's actually a butterfly wing. But they also have, as you can see with this one, there's different other stones here, the different silver and gold inlays on top, and some of them glow in the dark. This one's seraphonite, and this one's Sujolite.
These are really unique.
They really are. I've
Aren't
never
they?
seen anything like them. And I love that you have to plant a tree with it. That's just a good message too, you know?
Have you
I like
seen
it.
something like this before,
I've
Stacey?
not. This is an actual butterfly wing here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they're lightweight, so you don't have to worry about.
And they're extremely, extremely durable. I've had this one on probably for like 4 months straight. Swim with it on, do everything, and they're extremely durable.
What a unique gift. Plus, you can really personalize that type of thing. That's really neat.
They are really lightweight too. It looks so substantial, but it feels like a couple
Like a butterfly
paper clips.
wing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Great.
And each one is completely unique, as their, Mother Nature makes things all unique. So it's kind of like printing snowflakes, all unique, and so every one you get is different.
One of a kind.
And you have so many amazing things there at Cosmic Delights. Check out their website. You've got lots of great things we can't even get into today. So definitely check that out. They're on the east side of Madison. Mm-hmm. So check that out. Stay tuned. We have more coming up.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. This is our final segment. We're talking sleeper sofas. Now, what comes to mind when you hear sleeper sofa? I think saggy mattresses,
Big, clunky.
big and clunky, springs, bars, basically uncomfortable. And there's got to be viral videos out there of people getting trapped trying to lie there.
Or you hit your ankles, or
Yeah. Well, the sleeper sofas have really changed, and here to tell us about that is Danielle Curdy. She's from Rubens, where they have some really great ones that we're going to learn about in just a minute. Thanks for joining us and having us here today at
thanks
Rubens.
for coming. It's good to have you back again.
We sure love being here. So, before we talk about the sleeper sofas specifically, tell us what's going on inside Rubens for this month of March.
Sure. So this March, we have the American Leather Comfort Sleeper sale going on, and then we also have a fabric sale going on. So it's kind of what I like to say our version of March Madness.
Okay, excuse my ignorance. What do you mean by fabric sale?
So anything that you see in the store that has fabric on it, sofas, chairs, recliners, all of that is included in the
Okay.
fabric sale.
These pillows too?
Or
Or am I borderline?
maybe you're stretching it on that one. That's a good question, though.
Yes, it is a good question. All right, so the leather comfort sleeper sofa and then fabric items.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so the American Leather Comfort Sleeper. It's
Yeah.
kind of a tongue twister. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So the American Leather Comfort Sleeper is not going to be, like we were talking about, your traditional sleeper. There's no bars, no springs, so it's not going to sag like a traditional sleeper mattress. It's more of a foam mattress.
Oh, okay.
So it's very, very comfortable. They actually have 3 different types of mattresses that you can select in the Comfort Sleeper. You can do their Premier, which is going to be a little bit more firm, and then they have a gel and also a Tempur-Pedic if you really want to upgrade.
A gel
For you-
mattress?
Yes, yeah, and it's softer. It's very, very cushy.
And now people are able to come in and actually try out the different levels.
Yes,
and-
we have all 3 of the different mattress types on our floor, so we can test all 3 of them. So
Nice.
yeah.
And they sound fairly lightweight too, because you think of like everything being so heavy on a sleeper sofa, but like the gel, the foam.
Right, and the mechanism when you're pulling them out is on a hydraulic sort of system, so they're really easy to use, very user friendly. And I mean, the sleepers themselves are a heavy duty piece, but yeah, the mattresses are really easy to pull out and use.
You're not fighting with it and struggling
Right.
with it like you always, remember back in the old days.
Let's tick off some of the changes and advantages from the old style sleeper sofa. So I've heard that you actually have more sleeping space. I think of a sleeper sofa as like your feet are kind of at the very end, and
Yes.
these are different.
Right, correct. So they have a special mechanism that actually allows for a full length mattress, so 80 inches on average. And it's not going to have that gap in the back where old sleepers where pillows would fall down and you'd lose things.
And I also had read that there's some sort of a shield underneath so that you don't get all the dust bunnies when you do pull it out for your guests.
Yes, yep, there's a shield because it'll actually be kind of what's here. at the base of the sofa. And then there's also a shield where you're not going to hit your ankles and your shins.
Oh, I hated doing
Oh,
that.
You'd wake up in the middle of the night and you'd come back and you'd be hitting your shins on the metal bars. So it'll have a shield for that.
No more rude awakenings.
Right. Rude awakening. So well for it.
And plus, they're just better looking, way more modern now.
They
You
are.
Come to the store and look around, you'll be really impressed.
Yes, they're definitely.
And Stacey, you
more
had mentioned them being big and clunky.
Yes.
Now these can come apart.
modern. They do come apart. So let's say a client has maybe a small, narrow space or a stairway that they need to get the sleeper up into. Our warehouse and our delivery guys can actually take them apart if need be. It's not something that they love to do, but if you have a guest room that's maybe in a basement, they can be taken apart.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
So how many different styles are there of sleepers?
So there's 14 different styles.
Wow, I thought you were going to say maybe
14?
3,
And again,
4.
where you're saying with the clunkiness, you
Yeah.
can get a really thin, narrow track arm. So again, that's going to maximize the space in the room. If you want to do a queen mattress, it'll have that thin, narrow arm.
And can you do leather too?
Yep, leather or fabric, so hundreds of different materials to choose from. And you can get them in any size too, from a cot sleeper to a king size.
Wow.
Wow.
So this sounds like a great way to convert a guest room into, or any room
Yes,
into a guest
room, an office, anything, just
Or
an
great-
extra sleeping space.
Sure, even for like cottages or things like that, I suppose.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so say somebody comes in and finds a couch that they like,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't like the color of the fabric. Are you flexible with them? Can they choose different colors?
Yeah, and that's why we're here as designers, so we can help them choose any different material that they want, whether it be leather or fabric, and all sorts of just anything you can imagine, colors, materials.
And you said this sale you're having, this promotion, is all of March?
Yes, so the Comfort Sleeper sale actually goes through April 5th, and then our fabric sale that we're kind of also having on the side is through the end of March.
Gotcha.
So, yep.
Great. Back to, I want to talk about these just a little bit more. So we're
Sure.
seated on an American Comfort product, but not a sleeper sofa.
Right. So this is an American leather piece. So
American leather. That's
American
what it is.
leather piece.
Okay.
So they also do stationary pieces. And that's a good point actually, because any of the sofa sleepers that you see, you can get those stationary. You don't have to get them as sleepers. They can just be a stationary product.
It seems like you guys can do anything.
We really can. Just, yeah. Come
You can
in
make
and
it
see
ex-
us and we'll make it work.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a certain size, especially with the sleeper sofas, and you can make it either way. You
Right.
can have leather, you can have fabric, you can
Right.
have all
You could
sorts
just
of
have a
colors.
chair, and the chair can pull out into a cot or a twin. So
And plus you have this location downtown and the one over on Whitney Way.
we do. We have our West Side location
Mm-hmm.
as well, and they have comfort sleepers there too. And they're also having the fabric sale this month.
Great. Well, this is Danielle Curdy. She's with Rubens, and she's one of their designers here. Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
again. It's always good to have you guys.
We learned so much.
Thanks to all of our guests. Thank you for watching. From all of us at CW, have a great week. We'll see you next time.